10 seconds.
Best of luck. Can I get a fly check?
6, 5,
Okay, fade to black.
3.
They're Branniger and the Hawk.
Hey, what'd you get?
2 things, some Bud Light.
Here we go. Baby!
What are you doing?
I'm gonna work this party!
What party?
Hey, Brad, hey, Mike, hey, Dwight!
Yeah, oh yeah!
I got the Bud Light!
We gonna make the party right!
Make the party right!
It's the sure sign of a good time. Just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
T-Pain?
That's that guacamole!
Hello, ladies and germs, boys and girls. This is the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and all the episodes I must review. Here we are on the 3rd Thursday of November next. And next Thursday is the big Thanksgiving Day feast. Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, football with Chicago and Detroit playing, the big feast of the food being put on the table, and spending time with the family. I'm ready. How about you? So to speak, the episode Forks and Knives was gonna be this part of the month, but unfortunately, I had already pulled out some Loud House episodes out of the box had just before the day of that episode even premiered. And plus, I'm gonna have at least not one, but 3 guest stars in that episode. So with this actually being said, I actually got one request out of the box, and it was Hand Me Downer, the 19th episode in season 1 of the Loud House. You know, looking at the title card and seeing Lincoln wearing all his sister's clothes, I felt like he was getting tormented in this episode. But when watching it, it does feel a little relatable. Let's take another look at this episode and see if Lincoln can actually handle hand-me-downs to him, unlike some kids in the world who don't like to deal with hand-me-downs.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, dear. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. But you're gonna look so sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for 2.
Hey, what's everybody looking at?
It's nice, but I'm kind of surprised you chose a pink one with streamers and a basket.
You know, looking at a bike like this kind of reminds me of something I remember seeing in an Alvin and the Chipmunks sing-along VHS tape, where this young girl is actually riding a bike so much, and so much the boys don't even pay so much attention to her, and all they pay attention to is her bike. And as they're singing a song, they're taking turns riding her bike while one or the other is distracting her.
I didn't choose it, Clyde. It's a hand-me-down from Lori.
This was Lori's bike? Oh.
Shit, Clyde, if you actually love her bike so much, why don't you make sweet love to it?
In a big family, hand-me-downs are a fact of life.
Damn right. Let me tell you, I got a lot of hand-me-downers, And yet from this day, I still have them.
Here, let me take you through a few of Lincoln Loud's hand-me-down greatest hits.
Wow, you should actually turn that into a Christmas album. Deck the Louds, Jingle Louds, Winter Wonder Loud, Lincoln the Red-Nosed Boy. You do the math.
There was Lenny's sparkly shirt.
Sorry, it has my initials on it.
But LL are also my initials. Never mind.
Oh yeah, because every family member except for Rita has the letter L in their name. Just like all of Ariel's sisters have the letter A's in their names. That's got my initial on it. All our names start with A, asshole.
And then there was Colonel Crackers, Luann's ventriloquist dummy. I'm thirsty.
Colonel Crackers? Nothing like a racial Captain Crunch type.
Survey says...
You idiot!
And they call me the dummy.
Please tell me Master Colonel's not possessed. And what was up with that episode? But I'll tackle that episode in April. Let's see some more hand-me-downers.
Luna's electric guitar.
Here you go, bro. All it needs is love.
All you need is love.
Love, 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 love.
It's enough of this shit.
Swear to fuck, why would you give him a broken guitar? Maybe you should have just gave it to him before you ended up destroying it yourself. How the fuck is he even supposed to rock with that thing?
And Lynn's,
You'll thank me during those penalty kicks.
Oh, ew, 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 ew!
Judas, fuck, why would she even need to be wearing a jock strap? She's got nothing down there between her legs.
Survey says...
I have an excuse. My breasts are so big they get in the way.
Why don't you just take those ginormous sweater snowballs of yours and ski on them?
You should do that yourself. You'd slide a whole lot better since there's nothing there, see?
I want you to remember this Ford Shadow once we get there.
I don't think this bike is gonna fit under your bed, Lincoln.
I know. I already tried.
This isn't the fucking 100-acre wood.
God damn it, I gotta do everything myself.
But I definitely can't write it. It's embarrassing.
Hey, look! Lori even got you a personalized plate. She's so thoughtful.
I'll make love to you like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight.
So this isn't just about getting a little
You're so immature!
This is just a little minor nitpick. How in the fuck can I not find something like that that has my name on it? My real name, that is.
Nice bike, kid. Yeah, that bike is so lame, I got nothing.
That's right, nothing. Don't you sass me.
The fuck are these two? Because one of these kids, I already know who he is. I swear to fuck, seeing these two boys, who never showed up in later episodes, feels like a one-time, one-dimensional character that are just here for no fucking reason. That's the same as those two young motherfuckers in the mean house. I'm sorry, it's sad but true.
You guys think this is mine? Please! This is my sister's. I'd totally show you my bike, but it's in the shop. Yep, getting her totally tricked out.
Please tell me this isn't going to be something like a fucking liar reveal episode. Makes no difference, I can already fucking tell what's going to happen.
I can't wait to check this bike out. Bring it by the park when you get it back.
Oh,
We'll be waiting for you. Later.
Lincoln? What are you gonna do?
I'm in deep shit.
You know, you remind me of my oldest grandson. You don't think things through.
Hey, old man River, zip it or I'll break your hip.
Look out! Sick bike coming through!
I don't know how the shit she's able to do that. She's not a fucking hummingbird.
are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Please tell me you ain't gonna steal that fucking bike. She will completely murderize you. That doesn't sound good, I can tell you that for sure. It's not too late to be a sissy boy.
I'm thinking about Lynn's bike. I'll just borrow it for an hour, show it off to those guys, and then I'm off the hook.
Well, I'm convinced, folks. That's pretty much the stupidest thing I've ever heard!
That sounds like a really dumb plan.
Finally, a little respect. Now, at last, we hear some sense.
And I'm totally in.
Pencil dicks.
I'd rather be playing Pac-Man.
Hey guys, feast your eyes.
Feast your eyes. Oh my God!
You sick bastard!
I don't want to see that.
Whoa! That bike really is sick! Yeah, and that bike is sick too. But not in the good way.
That was a good one. That was a very good fucking delivery.
What? My parents' tandem? I'll have you know when two riders are on this hog, it could burn some serious rubber.
Survey says, fucking the poor!
That's not funny.
I laugh when I'm sad.
We should bail. You probably won't see me riding this again. I like to keep it in the garage so it doesn't get dinged.
Wait, how would you like to be our new leader?
Hey, I thought I was your leader.
Sorry, Papa Wheelie, you're out.
Hey, it's only spilled milk. No need to cry.
I'm sorry, who let Tubby McFatfoot actually be the leader of this group? No offense, by the way, because that would be like Owen from Total Drama actually leading the group. And there'd be so many different ways that you can't even fucking imagine about what he'd be getting his team into.
I'm Rusty Spokes.
I know who you are, boy.
Yeah, we all know who you were, even before we even saw this episode.
And this is Flat Tire. What's your handle gonna be?
How about Chain Link?
Sick.
Totally.
My nickname in town, they call me Holiday Biker.
Lincoln, you can't join their crew. You gotta get Lynn's bike home.
We'll call you Two Seats.
Okay, I'm in.
Honestly, is Clyde always up for everything and not being too much of a pussyfied to actually know this is not a good idea? I expected a lot more out of him from the beginning of this season. Anyways,
Let's ride.
Oh, idiot.
oh yeah, next year I'm getting a motor for my bike. Are you really shitting me right now? I'm starting to pick up a few vibe connections between him and Lenny. Because honestly, this is what season 1 made Clyde feel like. So anyway, after their little bike riding trip, Lincoln actually returns Lynn's bike home without her catching him in the act. Does anyone feel this episode of where it's gonna turn out? Because I can just tell you, at this point, he's digging a deeper hole.
Where's Lynn's hand-me-down when I need it?
Fucking damn!
God damn!
Remember what I said earlier in this review? I told you so. That would have been a good fucking opportunity for him to use that.
Survey says,
Well, just feeling our differences, baby.
It's like this.
ow!
My tenders.
Okay. Now hand me the impenetrable crotch protector.
Oh, Chief, shouldn't you have put that on before I hit you?
Right. Oh, thank God I lost my testicles in the war, or I would have really hurt.
You got a lot of problems, don't you?
And this is probably the first Loud House busting nut joke they did, even for a kid's age, which kind of feels rare when you think about it. How did I forget about this? Oh yeah, that's right, this episode's pretty much forgettable.
Sick.
Hey, ladies.
Hey ladies, what do you say later on this evening we all go for a long ride, just the 5 of us, because nothing's cooler than watching the sunset over the horizon while we're above the hill making out while we're being naked. Oh yeah.
Okay, ladies, who's first?
Ooh, nice hog.
You too.
just happened to be the term of wild hogs. Speaking of, is that a good movie or not? Maybe I might check that movie out after having a nightmare enthusiasm shit of Marmaduke. You know, if I was that age, I would feel a little too nervous having a grown man actually be behind me while I'm bike pedaling. It's like having a pedophile on your back. And that's not cool.
Everybody in the camp already knows he's a pedophile. The haircut and goatee kind of gives it away.
See, Clyde? I told you being in a bike crew would be cool.
Who's Clyde? My name's Two Seats.
Sometimes in life, you just gotta take chances.
Take chances, make mistakes, get slippery!
You know what they say, no risk, no reward.
What's a reward?
My bike! It's gone!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, shit! Manny, you're supposed to watch the bikes.
Good lord, the whole world is filled with lust and stupidity. No wonder we're going extinct real fast.
What am I gonna tell Lynn? You see, Lynn, this bear came into the garage and rode off with your bike.
That's the gayest shit I ever heard.
Dad sold your bike to pay for Lisa's new bifocals.
Are you out of your mind? Don't answer that.
A spaceship came down and beamed up your bike.
Lame. Tell her the truth.
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Yeah, you should have used that shit earlier. I always use it when I bike ride anywhere I go. Or at least when I'm at work.
Hey, Lynn?
Can't talk now, Lincoln. Only a few hours till the big competition.
What big competition?
The stunt bike competition.
I never have done stunt bike competitions, but I have done some bike races during the 4th of July. And this year, everybody bailed from the bike race on the 4th of July. We need to actually have more than 6 people to actually have a bike race.
Are you using your bike?
Duh. Now move it. I gotta brush up on my crossover stuffies.
I wouldn't do that.
Why not?
I mean, when's the last time your bike had a good tune-up?
I don't know. Who cares?
Who cares about your safety? I do. Which is why I'm gonna get your bike tuned up for you before the competition.
Lincoln.
Don't make me hurt you.
You wouldn't fucking dare. Lincoln decides to call Clyde up, but unfortunately he's unable to come because his dad's got his bike into the shop, and Lincoln has to search the entire town for Lynn's bike using, you guessed it, Lori's bike.
Excuse me, coming through. Oh, sorry, little girl.
I'm a boy, but fuck you anyway.
Dumb broad.
I think George Lucas gonna sue somebody.
Have any of you seen my bike?
Well, there goes a waste of opportunities of getting laid.
So, anyway.
Lincoln continues to search for Lynn's stolen bike until he comes across the park and meets Rusty and the gang.
Hey, Link, what's with that lame bike?
This heap? It's my sister's. I'm just borrowing it so I can find my bike.
Hey, why are you questioning Shane, Link? I wasn't. Shane, I'm sorry.
You better be, idiot.
I know you never ride a lame-o bike like that.
I'm so good at leadership.
Don't flatter yourself.
Watch this next show. I've got a goose to cook.
Let's ride, boys.
Wait, I can't live this lie anymore.
Ah, shit, here we go. And I'm gonna go duck and cover.
Duck and cover. Duck and cover.
Fuck you, bunny.
The cool bike was my sister's. I took it so you guys wouldn't make fun of me for riding this one. This pink nightmare with the basket and the streamers is my bike. Phew, it actually feels good to get that off my chest.
Pop goes the neighborhood.
That's your bike?
You're a joke.
Chain Link? More like weakest Link.
You are a goddamn embarrassment.
That feels a little less good.
You're out of our crew. Papa Wheelie, you're our leader again.
Yes! Let's ride, boys.
And you know what? I'm also not gonna live this lie either. I just don't like Rusty. Even in further episodes. Hell, in fact, I could argue and say that Rocky could actually be a better part of the Freckle gang. I mean, him and Zach are almost the exact same height. Why hasn't he come back? Every other minor character gets to come back, but he doesn't? Anyways.
You could be our leader. We'll call you Sweet Feet.
Ah, fuck off. Get out of here.
Yeah.
There's only one thing left to do.
Lincoln stole your bike to show off to his cool lane friends, and it got stolen by who the fuck knows where it is.
Okay, good talk. Bye. Wow, that actually went better than I thought.
You did what?
You asshole! You think this shit is funny?
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
I've got my competition!
I'm really sorry, Lynn.
Why did you take my bike in the first place?
I didn't want my friends to see me on Lori's hand-me-down.
Asshole. You know, come to think of it, why does Lincoln have to show off to any of these new characters who aren't even his fucking friends at all? Especially when picking up a vibe like this reminds me of the Mean House. Shut up! It's not the time. We'll do this another time in another review.
Hello? What do you think my bike is? A hand-me-down.
It is?
It's true. It was my bike first. Go bike!
Look, Ma, no brains.
But seriously, who the fuck is teaching Lenny how to ride a bike?
Survey says...
Can't your friend do nothing right?
Then she handed it down to me. I had to do some work on it. But then it was ride, Sally, ride.
I said ride, Sally, ride.
Then Luna handed it down to me, and I made it part of my act. Looks like I've got a 7-10 split.
Ouch? Wouldn't her mouth be bleeding? And why the fuck are her other two braces still sticking on her teeth? Wouldn't the whole entire braces come off? Before we get moving on, I just wanted to do this shit with Blue Ann.
Boy, was I fooled in school for a cutting gym.
Luann handed it down to me, and I turned it into the bike that you just got stolen.
Technically, he stole it first before someone else stole it.
See, Lincoln, we all have to deal with hand-me-downs. We've just learned to make the best of them.
You don't have to deal with them. You're the oldest.
Are you kidding me? This isn't really a tank top.
It isn't?
It's literally the top of Mom's old girdle.
Ew!
Wow, that is both disgusting and awesome.
We are going to have a little talk about that bit after this review.
Well, enough chit-chat. I gotta get to my competition.
You're gonna ride that?
What choice do I have?
Let us hope and pray that she doesn't get too embarrassed with that bike.
You better not let Colonel Crackers get stolen.
A shit far and save matches. Maybe I'll get to bed on it tonight.
Shut up, Lola, you dumb dipshit. I heard you.
Hey, you heard the lady.
Oh, hell no, the devil is a liar!
I should have worn my white pants.
Hey, buddy!
Clyde, you found Lynn's bike.
It wasn't me. My parents found it. They weren't as lucky with the butter dish, though.
You know, with Clyde actually bringing Lynn's bike back, there's something about this case that really doesn't quite add up. Where did they find the bike, and who actually took it?
Maybe there's still time to get it to Lynn before she gets crushed in the competition.
What the fuck was that?
Bringing home the gold. Booyah!
You won?
She won?
Surprised, aren't you? I knew you would be.
I won, 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 I won!
That's amazing. Hey, I've got good news too. Your bike turned up.
You keep it.
Excuse me?
I'm kinda into this bike now. It's pretty sick.
Never thought I'd hear those words. But guess who else's lame ass shows up at the Loud House?
Guys, check it out. I got the bike back and now it's really mine.
Cool, but we're not here for you. We're here for your sister, Lynn. Her bike is the sickest.
That is some fucked up bullshit there. He's so full of shit, his hair is brown. Cause honestly, they made fun of Lincoln for having that be a lame bike, and now they call this bike the sickest? Fuck you!
Yeah! Linsanity! You're officially our new leader!
Oh, come on!
Ain't that a bitch?
Once again, with them saying that Lincoln had a lame pink bike, and now they say it's the sickest bike since Lynn's riding it.
It just don't add up!
Did the writer suddenly forget what he wrote for this episode? Then again, it's season 1.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
About whether Lori gets her teeth whitened, or are they now?
I'll make love to you like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight.
Will you shut the hell up, McBride? Will you stop thinking sexy thoughts with my sister? She's not into you, unless she's a ghost.
I'm thinking that I had my turn with this. It's time to hand it down. Hey, Lana, I got a bike for you.
Wow, thanks, Lincoln. It's got potential.
Stupid bug, you go switch
Goddamn devil!
If you're wondering why Lana's voice actually sounds like this, it's season 1, and plus Greg Griffin was actually trying to find the right kind of voice for Lana. Just like Kate was doing with Phil in the Rugrats. You know, that was pretty much generosity of Lincoln actually handing his bike down to Lana, but he could have held on to that bike for a little much longer until it was time to give it up. Don't you think?
Thanks to my sisters, I've got a whole new view of hand-me-downs. It's not about what you get. It's all about what you do with it.
And that's my cool way of fun. Anytime I get a hand-me-down from any of my relatives, I make some good use of them.
Listen to what he says, kids.
That's okay. I know it's scary.
I'm starting to believe that Lynn has a sadistic, demonic being living inside her that's making all these dummies come alive, especially how the way she is when it comes to April Fools. Let us pray and hope like hell that she doesn't do anything more sadistic in the next April Fools episode.
I'll get you gadgets next time.
And that was Hand-Me-Downers.
Baby girl.
Now, I have to admit, this was a typical weak Loud House episode I've seen. Okay, so Lincoln actually gets a hand-me-down from Lori, which is a pink bike, and he's too much of a pussy to actually be seen in public with his new friends, which include the first marketing of Rusty appearing. Then again, I could be wrong about that. He so borrows, or should I say, steal Lynn's bike to impress them until Lynn's bike gets lost. He has to use Lori's pink bike to actually go search for it. And when he tells Lynn about what he did, Lynn got extremely pissed off with Lincoln. And even she told him that the bike that she had that he stole from her was also a hand-me-down from Lenny, Luna, and Luann. Okay, so come directly to the truth. It's not a real bad episode, but it is a pretty weak, boring episode with not much going for it. Although I did find Rusty and the other boys to be pretty fucking annoying. And believe me, from this day, I still don't like Rusty. Yeah, you can say what you want, but for me, I just don't like this guy. Him and the others make fun of Lincoln because he's got a pink bike, but when Lynn was actually riding it, they still reject Lincoln and they have Lynn join the group. I sort of roll my eyes and I sort of sticked out my middle finger toward the TV when watching this episode when it came to that bit. So Lincoln actually learns a lesson to deal with hand-me-downs, even if you gotta make the best out of it. Mostly any of us do when we gotta deal with hand-me-downs. I got a lot of hand-me-downs from my dad's side of the family, and I do pretty much make the most out of them. In a way, Lincoln could have actually found some sort of way to actually deal with that pink bike. Like, he could have changed it to a different color or actually do something better with it, like all the other siblings did. Speaking of the bike, there is a huge plot hole in this episode that no one else doesn't seem to catch on when they watch this episode. When Lynn's bike gets stolen, Harold and Howard McBride just happen to find the bike with no explanation about who actually stole the bike in the first place. I guess we'll never fucking find out unless anyone wants to take a wild guess who actually stole that bike. And about that little talk I need to give you of why the siblings kind of looked disgusted after when Lori was saying that she was wearing mom's old girdle. Prepare to be super shocked or disgusted when I tell you what a girdle really is, unless you're a female and you already know what that is. A girdle is a one-piece article that women or females actually wear. A tank top being stitched together to the panties. I want you to imagine Lori Loud wearing Reader Loud's used underwear. I know, right? Now I'm even feeling more disgusted. Why would Lori even still wear that throughout the entire series? Isn't that a bit morbid disgusting? Would you be wearing your dad's jockstrap or boxers throughout the rest of the year?
Oh, hell no!
Yeah, I didn't think so. So for me, this episode is okay, to say the least. It's not one of my personal favorites, and nothing special it couldn't bring to the table. Speaking of table, let's get ourselves on to the main course. This has been the Loud House Critic, and let's prepare to chow down.
In the loud house, duck, dodge, push, and shove is how we show our love. In the loud house, gotta love mom and dad for not going completely mad.